Hi! Today I want to talk about something that is very much working through me at the moment and a perspective that I really want to embrace going forward. So I'm sharing it to see if this is something that you can also relate to, and maybe you are going through similar, or at least can recognize this pattern and these feelings. So um, what I want to incorporate more in my life, that is the acceptance when flowing in life through highs and lows. I have been experienced both of these states a lot through this year. I've been spending a lot of time in the high states, and I feel like it's the best feeling in the world. And when I say high state, that is for me when I feel really connected to myself. So I'm connecting inwards. I feel safe enough for my heart to be open, and I tap into this space I have inside of me, which is it's a space where I feel very connected to source or to my higher self. And the feelings I have there, it's very calm, safe, grounding. I feel a lot of trust in myself, in life. I feel like everything is as it's supposed to be, and I feel so much excitement and joy and confidence. So I feel that like I can do anything in the world. I'm unstoppable, and it's really a special space, and I love to be in it. But I do go in and out of it all the time. And when I go out of it, it's often when my nervous system doesn't feel safe. So, and often that is when I have some kind of fear coming up when I'm working through a fear. And before I realize it's a fear and I work through that, I'm really in a bit fight and flight mode, and I'm disconnected, so I'm out of this state. And that is often when what I see is the lower vibes. And with lower vibes, it could be all kind of emotions, so sad, anger, frustration. And I do believe that they are all almost coming from either a reaction when your body is telling you like, I have this need that is not met, and the emotions are coming with something where you need to listen in to that need, or it's coming from a fear. So I have a fear of when you go deep down, I think fears is always coming from fear of not getting love, of being left behind, our really core human needs. But it's not always like, it takes a bit of digging to get really down to that level, is my experience. Often it comes more like a frustration, or a bit anger, or just feeling closed off and restless. That's my experience. And every time I go out of my connected state, my bliss state, I judge myself so much. I hate to be in the lower state. And it's quite interesting because I have been in periods during this year, I've been in very low states, and those states, like looking back, this feels like the biggest blessing, because every time I've entered one of these states, I have like, this is where the really healing and development has been happening. So I've entered wounds, like, and when I enter them, and when I have all of this experience, and I'm feeling afraid, sad, like all those lower vibe feelings that comes with it, that's a way to release it, to let it go and to heal it. And similar, I feel I've been working through a lot of limiting beliefs, and to be able to let go of those limiting beliefs, I have to experience them first. Like, I have to feel them very present in my system, and that is often for me low vibe, because I have limiting beliefs where I'm doubting myself, or I'm feeling that I'm not good enough, or like if I choose this way, I will like people will not stay and love me, and those limiting, like I see them as limiting beliefs and I want to let them go. And in my experience, the only way to let them go is also they have to run through your system when you are releasing them. So it's very natural in a healing journey that you experience lows, and then that takes you into deeper levels of high, like deeper levels of open heart, deeper levels of being really more deeper and deeper connected to yourself. So I don't understand why I have this resistance to going down to lower periods. And similar, like if I do have lower periods because of or if I do have emotions coming up, lower emotions coming up, they are coming to me with information. Like if no, you're crossing your boundaries, or you're not having this need met, and probably they're coming because I have been ignoring that voice in my head, or that feeling before, so they have to become louder and louder, and that comes up as these emotions. So being really angry or sad, or feeling anxiety, or whatever emotion that it is. And that's beautiful because my body is communicating with me and I have a chance to listen and change something. And still I have the resistance to these emotions. And it is the resistance that's the hard part. Like it's the closing off. I experience it as this. If I'm feeling closed off and frustrated, it's always a deeper feeling underneath that I'm not willing to face. So I could walk around in this frustrated, closed off state where I try to keep myself so busy so I avoid feeling whatever is in my system. And that's the hard part, right? Like if as soon as I accept it and I face what's underneath, and I can see and I can feel the feeling, and I can see the fear or whatever is underneath, then it's almost always connected to a release, and then you go up again to you, and you connect with yourself, and that's where I call it as you go up in the high vibe. But I enter this safe, connected space that I associate with high vibe. So I know logically that it's not bad to be in the lower part, because that's actually where the work happens for you to be able to connect deeper. But still, it's so frustrating. I hate it. And I'm sure that at least some of you can recognize yourself in this. I have the biggest resistance every time, even though I know it's for the good sake, and I'm so much judging myself. I feel like, okay, I love myself when I'm in this high state, but when I'm in the low state, I feel like something is wrong. I need to instantly come back I want to take the shortcut back into the high state, because it's in my high state where I'm functioning, receiving love and all of those things. And of course, that perspective comes from when I'm in my fears, when I'm in my limiting beliefs. So I know that is a limiting belief, and maybe that's just what is working through my system at the moment. But I see it as just a lack of self-love when I'm not accepting the part of me that is in the low state. And often that is the only thing that's needed, because when I'm in my low state, when I'm experiencing fears or anxiety, whatever it is, it's almost always my little version of myself, so my little girl that is experiencing it, and the need that she has, that is to feel love and be held. And I am the person that can give her that. Like, she might have grown up thinking that she would need it from the outside, but I'm actually the person that can give her that holding, that safe of feeling held and loved. And that's the only thing that she needs, and that's exactly what I'm not giving her when I'm resisting these lower periods. because I'm judging it like it's something wrong and it's something shameful and ugly and something I shouldn't be experiencing in. I'm wanting to avoid it, and that's not giving that part of me love. So it's very it's a very strange dynamic, and I know, because I've had the belief that, okay, I will have these up and downs now when I'm doing my inner work and when I'm doing my healing work, and I've been embracing the low parts because I want to heal as quickly as possible so that I can be only in the high vibes. This idea has been with me the whole time, like, let's better speed up this this healing journey so I can be just on the high vibes. I know that these highs and lows are something that I will be experiencing all the way through life. It's so natural part of life, and it might get easier. I hope it gets easier because I would have more tools, and I will find it more easy to find my way back into my connected state, and I will find it easier to hold my little girl that needs love, or whatever need that it might be. But life will always be up and down because there's always layers to peel off. There's always layers of always layers where you want to become more and more free. And I think that will be a journey throughout life. So knowing that, even more so now, I really want to get an acceptance of this, just accepting the highs and the lows, and really seeing the lows as what a gift there is, and really just pamper myself with self-love during these periods of time to really give my little girl all the love and support that she needs. And probably that's just the key to unlock kind of the more faster flow, where you go, where the lows become just something which you go through very quickly, and then you spend more and more time into this connected state. But I need to find an acceptance around this, and I know it's something that I'm working through at the moment. And one of the things is that letting go of a limiting belief that I have, that it's not okay to be in a low vibe. It's so deep rooted in me that I need to be this positive, happy person, and every time I'm not feeling that, there's something wrong with me. So my limiting belief is that I will not get love when I'm in that state. So, and taking that one step further, I'm not feeling worthy to be loved as who I am, because that's part of me, right? So I know I'm working through it, and this is something I'm really releasing at the moment, and I'm so ready to just accept and embrace and cherish kind of the flow of life, which is both the high and the lows. And I feel like I'm getting there, and it's something is shifting in me, and it feels so good just to talk about it here as well. So hope this is something that you can relate to, and maybe you're already on the other side where you worked through this phase. Then I would love to hear all of your perspectives, tools, and whatever you might be using. And if you're where I am at, let's all try to embrace this acceptance and flow through life with a much more ease. So that was all for me today. Thank you so much for listening, and